A body lies face down in a quiet suburban street, and police soon realise who it was. Pasquale Barbaro, a well-known Sydney standover man, the latest victim of a gangland hit.
Just because he did bad things doesn't make him a bad person. I don't know, I guess things caught up to him.
The 35-year-old survived one attempt on his life almost a year ago to the day. But last night, just after 9:30, he was gunned down, shot several times while sitting in his car after visiting Union heavyweight George Alex.
Another two guys with the things like this, and they shot him in the car.
It sounded like it was a consistent. It wasn't like a bang bang.
Witnesses say Barbaro managed to get out of the car and call for help. He stumbled several metres down the footpath where he collapsed. He was found by George Alex, the man he just met with, but it was too late. An Audi Q7 four-wheel drive seen speeding away was found burnt out in Concord 40 minutes after the shooting. It could belong to any number of people who had reason to want Barbaro dead.
This person is well known to police, so you can appreciate that there's going to be many lines of inquiry, many people to speak to.
Just today, phone intercepts between Barbaro and accused killer Brothers for Life leader Fahad Qaumi were played during his murder trial. Qaumi is accused of killing another standover man, Antoun.
Now, but you know what they're doing? They're just trying to talk rubbish on the phone, you know, like we don't do nothing, you don't do nothing. But they're just trying to talk, you know?
Photos of the pair together also became public, evidence which may have angered some underworld figures.
This has a lot of enemies.
The Barbaro crime family has a bloody history. Pasquale's grandfather, also Pasquale, was murdered in a gangland hit in Brisbane in 1990. His cousin, Pasquale Little Pat Barbaro, was shot dead in 2003 alongside underworld figure Jason Moran during the Melbourne gangland wars. Rocco Barbaro, a great uncle, had a leg amputated in 1993 after a bungled kneecapping. He had links to Bob Trimboli and the Griffith Mafia. His uncle, also Pasquale Pat Barbaro, was jailed for 30 years in 2012 over the world's biggest ecstasy bust, while in 2005 his father, Giuseppe Joe Barbaro, was jailed for drug supply, a crime family whose body count just got higher. A manhunt is underway tonight to find the gunman responsible for this brazen crime. The job for police now is to look at every aspect of Barbaro's life, his friends, his enemies, to find a motive. They've spent today carrying out a forensic examination of his car and that getaway car in the hope of finding any clues that might help them catch a killer. Mark?
Ashley Mullaney at Elwood, thank you. Now, this shooting is part of an ongoing gangland war across Sydney, which has intensified over the past few months. Alex Hart joins me now. Alex, why has so much blood been spilled in the last few months?
Mark, revenge is the main reason. The people shot in this current wave of violence are not victims of random attacks. They all had targets on their heads. It began with a hail of bullets outside a Condell Park smash repair shop in early April. Safwan Chabaji was killed and Abdullah El Masri left fighting for life after being shot in the face. Wally Ahmad, the Mr Big of Sydney crime, owned that smash repair shop and was the main suspect. He was shot dead weeks later as he sat at a coffee shop at Bankstown Central Shopping Centre. One of the major suspects in Ahmad's shooting was hitman Hamid Assad, known in underworld circles as H. He was killed after being sprayed with bullets outside his home at George's Hall last month. Mr Assad was a suspect in the attempted shooting of Pasquale Barbaro in Leichhardt last year, but last night in Elwood, Barbaro's luck ran out. Mark.
It's a frightening